Hello and welcome to the first live stream playthrough of as many of the games as we can possibly get through of the Games Jobs Live Game Parade Summer 2021 edition. This is getting confusing because we've done 3 of these now. But if you don't know me, if you're not tuned in before, I'm Colin McDonald. I've been in the games industry for a couple of decades now. And once COVID hit last year, I ended up doing these Games Jobs Live recruitment events to get more people into the games industry. And the man to the side of me thought it was a great idea to start doing game jams as part of these in order to give people a chance to showcase their skills to the companies that we're working with and getting along to the events, and letting these companies see the very best, the creme de la creme of people that are participating in game jams. Gianmarco, you're the game jam guru. Oh, and you're on mute though.
Am I?
That's better.
Sounds great. Yeah, it's been great because it's lovely to think that you can make actually the people that can hire you touch the talent that, and even there's a lot of there's a lot of people that's pushing to step in. So no better way than showcase. It's perfect. Even networking opportunities, fantastic.
Yeah, and I mean I mean I've not had a chance to play all the games yet, but the quality of the games I've seen so far, and certainly from the last 2 game jams, just incredible. It's amazing what people can do because it's only a week,
and it keeps increasing. It's fantastic. Every jam even better, and in the variety and the ways that the people is interpreting the theme. Is that English? I hope so. Yeah. Sounds like interpreting. Yeah, that's the word. That's
sorry. Yeah, that works.
It's fantastic. It's so various, so varied. It's very. I wouldn't come up with neither 5 of all of those ideas. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's been great. And so this time around, the theme came in from one of the suggestions. We're all anonymous, so we don't actually know who suggested the theme. But the theme for this one is one-time use, and we've seen a whole mix of some of it has been sort of on a renewable theme. Some of it has been about ammunition and bullets. Some of it been about plastic. Some of it's been about lives. There's been a lot of, as you say, interpretations. So great to see.
What a hard word. I'll get a tattoo.
Trust me, your pronunciation of it will be far better than my Italian pronunciation of the same word. So let's not even go there. And then as a reminder, we've got an amazing array of judges that are looking at all the games. So they're doing that as we speak. The judging has started. If I just bring up the slide here, I don't think these are even all the companies, but here's most of the companies that have sent folk along to judge. So I mean, some massive studios, Mediatonic that do Fall Guys, Codemasters, Unity, Universal Music, Traveller's Tales, Odyssey. I mean, some amazing companies. So thank you so much to all the companies for letting their judges free up a little bit of time and play through the games. They're doing that at the moment. They will be sending their sheets back to us along with some comments. So we will be collating all the comments that the judges send back and forwarding them on to the teams as well. So we're hoping we'll have lots of great feedback for everyone. As a reminder, if you haven't participated in other Games Jobs Live stuff, if you go to our website, which is www.gamesjobs.live, you will find a whole bunch of things. You will find details of upcoming recruitment events that we've got. Next week on Wednesday, the 28th, we have a remote jobs specialist recruitment event. 2 weeks after that, we've got one just for jobs in Unreal. They're all free to attend, so feel free to check any of those out. Up on the website, we've also got an interactive jobs map where you can explore all the current vacancies across the whole of the UK. We might try and extend that to other countries, to Italy and further afield, but at the moment it's just the UK. But there's over 2,000 jobs listed there that are currently going, so feel free to browse around them. We've got reports on the status of the jobs market here in the UK, and then we've got articles from interviews with different people already in the industry and writing up about the different regions again around the UK, who the main companies are, who the main employers are, a bit of history, a bit of fun stuff to do. So check out the Games Jobs Live website. And excitingly, because Gianmarco and I were thinking this jam is already looking like a phenomenal success. I mean, we've got no idea who the winners are going to be yet, but just looking at the caliber of the games and looking at the quantity of the companies that we've got involved, there was over 30 companies there, but also the number of games that have been submitted. I think it was 116 in the end. I mean, that's an amazing number. And it makes it one of the most popular game jams on Itch. I think we're up there in the top 2% of jams that have ever been held on Itch. So I think that means we'll have to do it again. So Gianmarco and I have roped ourselves into doing this again. Feels like doing it about every 4 months kind of works, both for our sanity, because it's a lot of work to do, but also to keep it feeling special and not be asking too much of either you making the games or the companies that are judging them all and getting involved and hopefully doing lots of follow-up. So we've got dates for the next one, which is starting off on November the 21st. So November the 21st is the next jam. Gianmarco has already put the itch page up for it. The shortcut to it is jam.gamesjobs.live. That will redirect you there. If it still brings you to the summer one, try again tomorrow. The domain will just refresh. But sign up now if you've enjoyed this one and want to take part in the next one. And near the time, you'll get more details of that, and that'll help us get more companies involved. The more popular this look, the easier it is to bring on companies like Codemasters and Mediatonic and everyone else. So do sign up to that. And we've got a special guest streaming tonight. So very excited to be leaving you in his capable hands. But we're always looking for other streamers. So if anyone else fancies doing this sort of thing, you'll see our host tonight playing the games, giving constructive feedback, commenting on them. Just give us a shout. Drop me an email or drop either of us a message on the Discord. We're always looking for more streamers to help play through as many of the games as possible. We've got so many this time, I don't know if we're going to get through them all the way we always have managed in the past, but we'll give it a good shot. Gianmarco, anything else?
I think not. I think that's Richard time. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's Richard time. Brilliant. So it gives us great pleasure to bring on Richard Stamp, who streamed for us at the last jam, as well as participated. So, Richard, let's bring you in that format.
Hello.
Hey there.
Thank you so much for joining us again.
No worries. And let me just let's just do this for a second. It's going to be easier, isn't it? Absolutely wonderful to be back. Honestly, I had such a good time with the last game jam, and I think genuinely, and I'm not saying this to big you guys up. It was such a central piece of my portfolio by the time it was done. We worked on it after the jam, and it was such a unique piece that it really went fantastically well for us. I'm now employed. I'm now a producer in the games industry. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And when you asked if I wanted to come back to it, I leapt at the chance.
Awesome. So you got. So I'm going to misinterpret what you said, and what I'm taking away from that is you got your job in the games industry because of this game jam.
Entirely, 100%. My glowing first in my degree and my expansive portfolio would have been nothing without you, Colin.
Awesome. Yeah, high five, Gianmarco.
Yeah, it's really awesome when the truth comes. When the truth emerges, it's.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I mean, this is the whole point. I mean, game jams, regardless whether it's this one or any other, it's just great experience. It helps people improve their trade. It lets them add to their CV. We're hoping this one leads to lots of conversations with the judges and with everyone else. But even if it doesn't, there's so many benefits to taking part in game jams. So great to hear that you've got your start in the industry, and in spite of that, still managed to free up time to do this tonight. So very much appreciated.
Just about. It was a bit of a sprint home after work job today, but I was excited.
Cool, awesome. And you stream outside of just
I do. I don't just comically get myself involved with game jams I haven't had time to do anything for. So very, very helpfully down below is the link. So I stream semi-regularly on Twitch. I used to do a lot of game development, game jams and stuff on there, but I just don't have time these days. What I do is play a lot of games from the perspective of a games designer. So it's a super chill place. We'll play a game. We'll talk about design decisions, what we like, what we don't like, and then sort of we just go a little bit deeper. Why don't we like it? What could we change to enjoy? And it keeps me up to date on making sure that my game design stuff is always staying fresh and in my head, and I'm always asking the right questions. But some people really just enjoy that sort of look behind the curtain. It's very easy to get frustrated by a game, but not a lot of people sit there and go, "Oh, this game's really bad," and you're like, "Why?"
Why? Yep.
And it's and as if you want to get into the game industry, especially as a designer, that's the question. Like, why? Why is this game not good? And then you ask yourself, what can I do to fix this game? And then before you know it, you've got a library of ideas to pick from. So that's what I do. I stream that not as regular as I do. I maybe get sort of 3 streams a week at the minute, normally sort of weekday evenings. But it's good fun. We're a small community, but we're currently playing through XCOM 2, which is a flawless game, which means it's really hard to critique.
That's so.
But at least it's a nice and small game, so it's easy to get.
Yeah, we'll be done with it in a day or two, really.
Yeah.
Give it up for some years.
Richard, people are here to see you play games and hear what you've got to say about them. So will we just let you crack on?
Yeah, go for it. We'll see if the Twitch overlay stuff, and if it doesn't, we'll switch back to how we did it last time. But I thought it might be a little bit neater.
Perfect. Great. Okay, we might duck in. Just you've had a couple of internet problems today, so if you have more problems, Gianmarco or I will jump back in.
If I vanish suddenly, it's not deliberate.
And if you need to take a break, we'll jump in as well. Otherwise, we will leave you to it.
No worries.
Great.
Well, hello everyone. It looks like you are absolutely stuck with me now. You'll have to excuse the whirring in the background because, like everyone else in the country, I currently have an enormous fan on the go. So the first game that I have got, sadly, anyone with WebGL games, I won't be able to play today, purely because of the internet thing. It's a real pain, and yeah. So I downloaded a huge bunch of games yesterday, and we're going to go through them. The first thing I have, I'd love to show you the Twitch page for, but really I've got surprisingly little information on it. It's called BARTS. And I'm going to press a couple of fancy buttons in the background. And BARTS, which is by Drippy Dude. There we go. I'll tidy that up and do a better display in a second. But let's see what we got. There's no information on this game whatsoever, so it's quite interesting to see. Connect. Okay, there was a server version. So the problem with this is I really can't. Straight away, here's a really good place to start, and certainly no shade on whoever submitted this, but with no information, it's very, very hard to understand what I should be doing. So immediately that's, if you have to be there in person to teach the person to play your game, we're not anywhere good. I don't think that game works. Yes. Okay, so glowing start. Okie, what can we do next? Next up. Sorry, I will. I have a specific order to play through. No, what we have is, and you know what? I'm going to give you that behind the scenes look. So what we have is this massive sheet of everybody's games, which aren't in any kind of order. And I just went through them until I had roughly a third of them that I could download. So there is no specific order. So if you're looking for the ones I'm playing are in alphabetic because that's how I sorted them. But that doesn't mean that it's alphabetic of everything. Anyway, we're going to play Big Gear. We've decided to use the theme of one-time use from the perspective of using one at a time. That's quite interesting. You play as a taxi driver who's ferrying their passengers. Sounds good. So I'm really interested about that game that we couldn't get working, but not interested enough to make everybody sit through the figuring out. So let's see what we got. Right, I'm getting the audio. The first question is everybody getting audio? No? Great. Should have sorted by karma. Pay no attention to karma. No worries. So if I just switch back to a normal camera, because last time it was just a straight camera capture, wasn't it? How did we do it last time?
Yeah, if you can choose to share your screen.
I can choose to share screen, can I? Remove from stream. Oh, I do have that. Right, yeah, cool. Brilliant. Then what I'll do is I'll cut my desktop. We'll go back to this, and then I can just hit share screen.
Hopefully, yeah, there might be a share audio tick box somewhere.
Screen 1, share audio, job done. Be quick. Other participants will hear themselves. That's fine. We should be fine past that. Great.
All good.
Ginger beards are great. Thanks. I grew it myself. How is the audio? Are we getting the audio through? Thank you very much for the step in there, Colin. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. We're going to go through the use your mouse to interact with the car's components. You grab the steering wheel, the accelerator, and brake pedal. Pick up customers with your horn and drop them off or be fired. Perfect. Get going. Okay. Oh, it's a proper press down. Oh, now this is an interesting concept. Oh. Straight into the water. This is nice. This is fun. Passenger. Where's my horn? I've just trashed into that car in front. It's one. Yeah, you could literally only touch one thing at a time. Yeah.
Hello there. Would you be able to take me to the office? I've got important business to do.
Important business. Let's go, sir. Oh, this is a nightmare. I love it. I love that there's proper car AI. Look at that following traffic. This is really clever. Do we have the if there is if the developers are in here, please feel free to share a few words. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Is the arrow going where I'm supposed to? Okay, reverse. Hard reverse. Nope, we're going forward again. There we go. Oh, I think the point is being bad at it. I'm terrible at this. This is a fantastic concept, though. Okay, so we're being pointed to there, but I have a guest. So I think we're just going to drive around for a second. How fast do you reckon it can go? So I recognize the assets. There's obviously, but that's to no detriment. Okay. Yeah, the arrow's back now. There we go. Like the soundtrack. There we go. See, if you're going in a straight line, you can feel almost confident, and then you can kind of... For a brief and glorious moment, it looked like I knew what I was doing, didn't it? There we go. Getting it now. So there's pathfinding. Yeah. So we're seeing pathfinding. There's a measure of AI. This is very impressive work. Really. The arrow is changing color, I'm assuming, as I run out of time rather than towards my destination. It was a pain to build. I 100% believe you. Okay, is that not where I'm supposed to? I imagine there's actually going to be a really big sign telling me where to go. You drive. I do drive. 7 seconds. We're just going to coast it in. Yeah! Flawless victory. Is that heavy metal playing in the ground? Yeah, that's nothing to do with me. Yeah, fantastic. What a great concept. What a genuinely interesting concept. Now, because I have a whole ton of games, let's take a second. Boop, boop, boop. I think the collision on some of those is a little bit.
Take me to Old Town.
Large floating arrow above the delivery spot. Fantastic. Yeah. Some of the mouse click collision is a little funky, but I mean, no one's going to criticize you for that in a game jam. I'm more impressed you've got all these cars stopping at traffic lights. I'm sorry. All I'm saying right now is what a great concept. But it is. And the interesting thing is it's a great concept that's been executed very well, which is kind of more important than the concept itself. I hate the voice actor. Definitely original, yeah. When I heard what the theme was, I was really excited to get involved. It's going to be really fascinating to see what some people have come up with. Boom. Right, well, there's two. I think I'm going to pause that there. Right. Fantastic. Really, really good stuff. Really interesting stuff. Brutal Beach. Give me 1 second, because I want to bring up the pages for these. Brutal Beach. No, Ubitroll. Really good job with that one. Yeah. Really top. Like, strong start today. Quick game for my first jam. First game jam. Like, whatever happens, congratulates for getting your first game jam in. But that's always an important barrier to break. Expel looks pixelated particles, hopefully cool effects. Cool. Let's see how this. Let's see what we go. Always up for people at their first jam. I think that's really important and should be encouraged. Brutal Breach. I really actually can't. That's a really hard font. Okay. Okay. That's super fast, sensitive slidey controls. Hard work but fun. Hard work and fun is how we define a game jam. Okay, so straight away, I love the style. You can see there's a lot of attention gone into certainly the particle effects. They are really nice. Do we have the author in here? Yeah, like there's obviously some kind of pixelate shader on there. So we have the option of kind of. I don't know what happened there. Good fun. Okay, so it feels nice. The particle effects are quite crunchy. I'm struggling to see what it has to do with the theme, sadly. I think it's wonderful that it's a project that was put together in a week. I think that's always worth respecting. But I'm struggling to see how it relates to the theme, which is always a kind of important thing with jams. Okay. Ooh. No, I've got infinite ammo. It looks like I can combine all my different. It's quite a nice particle effects playground, but there's no information on the site about it. It's good fun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of feedback, really. Maybe it's just one-time combinations. It's very impressive, especially for a first Game Jam entry. The particle effects are lovely. These are quite interesting-looking beasties. I like the eye. I like the tracking eye in the top of that. There you go. That's how you make that. Makes a primitive shape quite interesting, doesn't it? Right. Again, no quit menu. Interesting. Cool. Interesting one. Yeah, felt a little bit lost there. Wasn't really sure. Again, and that's really good feedback, I suppose, for any Game Jam title. It's really important that people understand what they're supposed to be doing, and especially if there's a jam, never feel like you shouldn't state the jam name. Never feel like you shouldn't explain how your game relates to it, because these are all questions that the people playing your game are going to ask, especially if they're judging it. Not that it's about winning. Day of the Swimming Dead. Defend your beaches from the trash monsters using your gun to fire any garbage you have right back at them. Well, the screenshots look really nice, don't they? Let's give this a go. Ooh, an Unreal game. Insert coin into it straight away. Options menu. First person view, sprint, destroy. Yeah, really cool. The particle effects were really nice. I can only spend so much time. Okay. So I'm getting kind of twin stick vibes. Okay. So the guns are one use only. This is maybe not. I'd like a cursor. I think if you're twin sticking with a mouse, I think it's quite important to have a cursor. Left click shoot. Missile. This is the old version. Ah. Oh, and I've paused it. Yes. I might have. How different is the new version? Yeah, beautiful visually. So what's the difference in the new version then? Is it? Yeah, the whole thing's beautifully put together. I love the giant gun. I love that there's look at that. There's even sort of IK from the gun, and that's impressive. It's hard to aim. That's potential. Rain effect killing the bitrate. Yeah, it'll do that. Because all the button gets the cursor in. Okay, so if anybody is doing this game to play as part of the submission process, play the new version. Get yourself a cursor. Perfectly playable without one though. Oh, I like that. So are all the okay? So one last question then, I suppose, before we move on to whatever we've got next. How do you, as a developer, want this game linked to the theme? Like, what if I had to put one part of this game against the theme? Because I'm getting the impression that each gun, you only get one of each type of gun. Am I correct? Now I'm not getting any. Now we have gun related problems. Oh. The Q is paused, which is an interesting choice. Each weapon is one time use. Yeah, sure. Again, there is no harm in stating that on your itch page. Oh, and I'm allergic to water. That was really good fun. I love a good, but I'm a sucker for a good twin stick shooter. Really, I really am. Next up, Colin. Let me know if you think I'm going through these a bit fast. I'm very cognizant of time. Anyway, Edgewalker. Now, this is really interesting. Now, so before we even go in, let's take a second. This is a really good itch page, especially for a game jam. This is probably above and beyond. We've got patch notes, we've got credits for what's involved. We talk about what the theme is, and there's a lot of background here. There's a lot of context here, which is really, really good. I'm not saying they all have to be like that, but you can hold up a good example. 0378D, not the easiest name to call out in chat. My list is kind of a random selection, so we might well get to yours. I'm the dev. Thanks for playing. Just uploaded a version 1.1 Trajectories final. It's missing the tutorial. I don't have time for tutorials. I'm a professional streamer. Use WSD or the arrow keys to move. But anyone else playing this, there's a 1.1 version that you should play. Job done. Use the spacebar to jump, shift to crouch, shift to sprint, control to couch. Remaining keys are visible again. Brilliant. The end of the world came out of nowhere. There were no trumpets, no divine messengers, no agents of evil. We've got plot and exposition. One day it just sort of happened. Next up, 4 a.m. Ethereal scorpions. Make sure you rest. Makes us to survive. Only ship left to go to a smuggler. Explore and take risks. Oh! Okay, brilliant. Okay, bad end. Oh, that's tremendously clever. Oh, I tried to jump. Okay, maybe I couldn't. Break glass requires a hammer. Why do I feel like this is going to be quite a deep game? Oh, ice cream. Oh. This is hey! No! Oh! Oh, I cheesed it. That's cool. That's cool. Go out the other door. And we've ruined ourselves. There we go. Saved it. It is gently deep. Bit of pizza. Ooh, can't push through the swing set. This is fascinating. This is a fantastic concept. Visually striking. So how much of the art is... I know it was listed, but just for the people that haven't been to the page yet, how much of the art is bespoke? And how much of it is something that was... Oh, that felt a little bit unfair. Okay. It's another couple of goes. This feels like I'm being guided into here because the door's open. Propane. Whoop. Okay. It's interesting because there's a puzzle game aspect to it. Oh, I know. That's not fair. There we go. I've got a hammer. Can I steal this boat? Escape requires treasure. Well, that's not ideal. Now we can never get back to the boat to escape. Oh, wow. Okay, nicely done. So there's treasure somewhere in here. Is it in your house? Have you stolen the treasure? What have we got? It's not knowledge. Requires nitrogen and propane. Oh, it's the bathroom again. Axel, what was the game? For the record, this is not the only time games are getting played. There are many, many options for getting your game played. There are lots of people involved in this. Not least of all, Colin and Gianmarco. I want the treasure. Give me the... Oh, uh-oh. Plushy bomber. Doesn't ring a bell. I'm gonna have to stop playing this. I'm the only one that isn't playing from WebGL, so don't worry. It's not that WebGL games aren't getting played. It's that I currently can't play them. That's a really important definition that I wanna get out there. Any of you with WebGL games, your games are going to get played. I know because I've helped host one of these before, and we've been in there. Every game gets played. Every game. So energy gain is what we've got up next. Fast-paced top-down fighter. Multiple different powers and approaches to take down enemies. Every time you pick up a power, it will only last for one use. Great. Good stuff. That's cute. It's very busy. That's adorable. Do we have the Oh, look at that. It's like, oh, my head's filled up. Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice. And then you can kill them and take their... And a tutorial for the powers. Love a good tutorial. Uh-oh. Right, now. Okay, that's not a... It's hard. It's hard. Don't get damaged by your own stuff, that's nice. Very hard, but... Uh-oh. Quite brutal, actually. Beautiful styling. Oh, 2 in 1. I'll take the glowy beam. Oh, I didn't get to keep it. That's not good. Oh! All 3 at once. Ooh. Good ramp of difficulty as well. Nice enemy AI. Uh-oh. Please run into one of those. Great. Fantastic. This is really nice. The controls are really tight. It's very, very, very responsive. Very responsive. Where possible, I've downloaded the polished versions of games. Wizards of Legend, great comparison. Really top comparison, yeah. Music's good. So again, if this is your game, please feel free to say some stuff in chat about it. I think everyone's here to get their own gameplay, but you know, we're all here for the love of the game. Oh, Wizards of Legend is Wizards of Legend is top notch good. Woohoo! Oh, brutal! Oh! Because we've got fixed starting positions, that's really nice because it doesn't feel unfair. There's a lot to this game. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play through it. This is really good. I'm really enjoying my time with this one. I think I downloaded the version where I can't go up the stairs. What's a game jam without a few bugs? Okay. Eat purple. Yes. Ah. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't like me go up the stairs. So this is the last level. Okay, cool. Really nice, really nice. Fantastic use of theme. Really nice art. Sound design was good. Very, very solid all-round project. Really nice. Really, really nice. I'd be interested how many people were involved in that. That was nicely put together. Left a collider on. Oh, it's traditional, isn't it? Sorry, pulling up the next game. Thank you for all the comments. I do my best. My problem is sometimes I just get a little bit too involved in playing the game. So next up from the Zampo, we have Forgetful John. A very short story about John Doe, a very forgetful game dev that can't use his skills more than once. It's your first game ever and made it in less than a week. Well, that's impressive. No matter what happens next. Just one person made that last game. Show me Pickle. That was fantastic. I got the same game, man. Forgetful John, first game ever, made it in less than a week. It's quite an impressive. Very intense. It's an it's because we're using Unity assets. I don't think you needed to put all the Unity stuff in the. Yeah, John Doe, he has a terrible memory. Remember, and press the controls because he's already forgotten. Smart. Left, right, jump, dash. Oh, now I can't dash anymore. Oh, it's a little puzzler. Nice. Be the dash jump. There we go. So we're going to jump, dash. There we go. Nice little sequential puzzler. Read that again. If you press up while dashing or falling, you will go further away. Okay, yeah, I can see that. This is Forgetful John. Okay, so harsh on that corner collider. Music's intense. Great concept, great concept. One time use only for each of the controls. Free potion dash, blue jump, and yellow is wall jump. Okay. 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 Those collisions are a little harsh. Okay. Oh, I see it. So let's go down. Those collisions. There we go. Great. Cool. Jump. Got my jump back. Dash into here. Mess it up. I think it was just the itch page gives the gives me the impression of one person, but it looks like they list the Unity credits team, honestly. Okay. Oh, I think I see. Guess it was a solo. I think it's a feasible amount of work for a solo. Nidhogg is a very cool comparison. Okay, so I have to dash over that, and then I can jump, and then wall jump, and then can't wall jump again. Hey, I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's... Yeah, I'm overthinking that one. Nice! I love a good puzzle, though. There we go. Oh, right. Okay. Whoop. Nice glitch. Enjoyed that one. All of those, because that's all my skills back. And then we can drop and dash. Great! Finished it! Finished the game! Woo! Forgetful John. Very intense. Maybe a bit overboard with the making sure we knew it was made in Unity, but that's fine. If that was a first game attempt, that's very impressive. I'm very impressed with that. That was really nice. It stuck to the theme. Music was a bit intense, but it stuck to the theme. It did everything we wanted to do. That was really nice. Giant. Giant is a quick-paced strategy game. You have my attention. Players must lure the enemy giants into a close range, then unleash a special attack them all down in a perfectly timed team attack. Cool. Love a bit of strategy. It wants internet access. That's nice. That's nice UI. That's really nice UI for a jam game.
This is it. Our last stand.
Oh, and voice acting. You're spoiling us.
When the giants first appeared, but humans had no chance. War wiped out most of us. Only a few lucky ones survived. We, the last remnants of humanity, must band together to change fate and travel back in time to kill the very first giants. The only way to kill the giants is a perfectly timed team attack. A number will appear quickly on screen. Press the arrow keys to direct a giant towards a soldier. Giants will move that amount of steps toward the soldiers. When the giants are all in range, prepare to unleash the finishing blow by pressing the keys in the order shown on screen. Good luck, soldiers.
Wait. Okay. I don't understand. And yeah, I'm playing from random list. I'll show you the list in a second. But as far as I'm aware, there's no order to it. I'm going to go back and read the instructions again because I feel like I missed something. You're playing the unpolished version.
This is it. The only way to kill the giants is a perfectly timed team attack. A number will appear quickly on screen. Press the arrow key.
Arrow keys. I was missing that.
Over here, big guy.
You think you're tough?
Come eat some of this.
Come here, you bastard!
Steady.
You think you're tough?
Steady now.
Oh, that's the distance.
Come here, you bastard!
Nice.
Come eat
Okay,
some
makes
of this.
sense to me now.
Hey, ugly, over here.
You think you're tough? Come here, you bastard!
Steady.
Steady now.
Over here, big
Got
guy.
this red one.
Come eat some of this.
Me losing.
Steady.
You think you're tough?
Over here, big
Fire.
guy.
Nice. Okay. So how do I fail?
Steady now.
That's the next. Oh,
Steady.
Come here, you
the
bastard!
next question is how
You
do
think
I
you're
fail?
tough?
Over here,
So
big
it's one of
guy.
Okay.
Steady.
Steady now.
Yeah,
You think you're tough?
that's real.
Hey, ugly, over here.
Steady.
I like the voice acting.
Come here, you
I always like a little
bastard.
bit of voice acting
Steady
in
now.
games. Mainly because game
here,
jams
big
never
guy.
get really high quality voice
Steady.
acting, but that doesn't mean they don't get
Hey,
good
ugly,
voice
over
acting.
here.
Come here, you bastard!
Come eat some
So
of
you're
this.
furthest away. No good. That's really okay. Yes. Yes.
Over here, big guy.
Short.
Steady now.
Short.
Hey, ugly, over here.
Long.
Come eat some of this.
Huge.
Steady.
Come here, you bastard!
Hey, ugly, over here. Steady now.
Okay.
Come eat some
Yeah.
of this.
So again, so the numbers
Come here,
coming up
you
are the distance
bastard.
that they're going to move when you
Hey,
shout
ugly,
at them.
over here.
You think you're tough?
So what's happening there is I absolutely fluked that first playthrough with the tower. That or the tower was indestructible, which is much more likely.
Steady.
Come eat some of this.
Okay, how close do they get?
Hey, ugly, over here.
I want
Over
like another
here,
really
big guy.
short one.
You think you're tough?
You'll think you're tough.
Steady now.
Steady.
That was a mistake. Okay, that's hard. That's hard, but that's really interesting. That's such an interesting strategy game. Massive kudos to whoever played that. Again, most of these have polished versions, which I seem to have not downloaded, much to the frustration of everybody involved. But you know, this is what happens. Anybody playing these games, make sure you've got the latest versions. There's my advice. Really, really interesting. Like a really good, a really nice concept taken to a really nice conclusion, and the UI was lovely. Now we're into one of my favorite titles that I found so far in Nunaway Train. Can we crack the code? 25 endings. Using each prompt one time only. Using semaphore. Okay. Okay, you genuinely have my attention, Nunaway Train. Oh yeah, the list. Sorry, I was going to show you the list. So here, so this is how they came to me. It is literally just a list in a random order. So they are not ranked by anything. Probably more fair to you is here's my list for the day. You got 2 seconds, and then I'm going back to Nunaway Train. There you go. There's your glance behind the curtain.
It's a strange place to find yourself, on top of a moving train, hurtling down the tracks. What would otherwise be a perfectly lovely Tuesday in March, this day's gone bad. It seems like the
See, now
driver's
this
taken
is
a
good
turn for
voice
worse,
acting.
considering he fell out of the window.
This is good. Beautiful. Perfect. This is exactly what I want to see in a Game Jam game. We've got a week. Let's have some fun.
It's down to you. Yes, you.
Yes,
to save
me.
the day. Can you get the signaller to stop the train?
Almost certainly not.
Having been signalled complete and total nonsense, the signaller decided that enough was enough. He was going to shut his eyes for the rest of the working day. You have to hand it to him. That's some commitment to the bit.
I have no idea what I'm signaling. There might be some instructions. Right now I'm enjoying myself.
As the train hurtled down the track into what can only be described as a nunnery full of nuns, your last thought was, maybe I should try that again, but, you know, better and stuff.
Better and stuff.
That's what my last thought would be if I just destroyed a holy sanctum with the train.
Oh, previous attempts. That's nice. Like the animation for the semaphore. That's nice.
It's time to pick yourself up and try again. This time for 40% fewer trains, going into 32% more nuns. Don't ask me how, just do.
I do have a system. It's not a very good system.
The signaller tried. He really did. He really tried. But the
So,
garbled
I have to
message
know,
you just sent
Is
was,
there a win?
very
Is there a
stupid.
win condition? Oh, we can do multiple. Oh no.
Close. Very close. Well, no, not close at all.
Okay. Yeah, very. Actually, I'm probably getting over it.
Having been signalled complete and total nonsense, the signaller decided that
So we had that one already. Kind of tempted to look up semaphore. Yeah, this is really clever.
as the train huddled
Okay,
down
so
the
we've had
track
that ending.
into what can only be described as a nunnery full of nuns, your last thought...
We'll give it a couple more goes. I don't want to spoil this for everyone. You should play this.
It's time to pick your...
Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Was I close at any point? No. Ah. Okay, well, we weren't going in with that one. I love that you put an easy mode in. Should I do the winning mode? Should I do the winning
The
mode,
signaller
or
tried.
do you just
He
want to
really-
download it and
he
see it
really
yourselves?
tried. But the garbled message...
Sorry, my
you
Twitch
just-
stream is coming out now. What do you, the community, want? Oh, God. That's really clever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can't reuse letters. It's really clever. Nope, it wasn't 5, 4.
Very close.
I'm not Dev.
Well,
Okay,
no,
okay.
Not close at all.
Okay, so D O dog.
Well, now I just want a doggy so much. I'm going to get 13 of them.
Like the trolley problem, a moralistic challenge has emerged. While the train was not halted on its course towards the nunnery, 13 deprived Dachshunds.
Fantastic. I never thought of just using 5, just using 3. So for backwards, so for God. This is really clever.
It's a shame that the signaller isn't particularly religious. It's also a shame that he couldn't make the connection between your signal and the obviously dangerous situation involving the nuns over there.
Great. I want D-O... Doeg! D-O... D-O-D-G... Nope. D-O-D-G-E. Dodge! I heard the fart sound. That was on the game, that wasn't me. Hint, it's a car. Yeah, I gathered that
With
one.
a plum and a plan, you have successfully evacuated the nunnery. No nuns shall perish this day. One cannot safely say the same about the kitten factory down the track, but
Kitten
hey,
factory?
you've clocked off anyway. That's Mike's problem to handle. Good job. Well done. Time for a brandy.
Absolutely, probably my favorite so far. Not because it was particularly stuck to the theme, not because it was particularly well produced, but because it was fun. And if you have to find the fun. Really huge round of applause. Well worth playing. One-time detective. Find the killer in this mansion of people. You have a gun with a single bullet. You have one chance to get this right. Find clues and talk to some suspects. You have 5 minutes before the killer finds out you only have one bullet. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's bloomy. Oh. Oh, that lighting. Ooh, I got a... Interact F. Picked up a grey hair. I mean, the graphical fidelity is really good, but like that lighting. The worst part is it's a very common Unity problem if you don't. But in my personal experience, if you just crank up the lighting in your game, because it doesn't look good in editor, you should probably check your lighting settings, because when you build, this happens. I'm just going to shoot someone with grey hair. Ex-wife should be around here somewhere. Well, good for her. Got missing hat. A masculine type of handwriting, missing hat, grey hair. Any other clues? We're going to have to make a random guess at... Ooh. Oh, that's better. Yeah, just be aware that your in-engine and out-of-engine light settings are very, very different. The light's starting to grow. Yes, there comes a point where you wonder if it's a stylistic choice. gonna make it quite hard to spot my suspect, though. Music's nice as well. Like, it's a good loop that doesn't get in the way. Okay. We got 2 minutes. Looking for a last clue. I'm leaping off of balconies. You have hair. Maybe I should shoot you. I think, man, I'm not feeling too good. Oh, buddy. I feel for you, man. Is he different if I talk to him with the gun out? Should have made that joke earlier. I have 1 bullet and 2 minutes. Right, well, he has a hat. Yes, I'm Crystal Caliban. I guess Stuart now. I miss him. You know who's not going to miss? I am the law. Okay, so. Okay, my mouse cursor disappeared. Okay, that was interesting. I loved the 1 bullet concept, and the detestic aspect was really nice. Hey, it's always the ex-wife. I mean, obviously. That was really enjoyable. That was a really enjoyable, really good twist on the theme is always fun. I thought the lighting was a little bit harsh, but there's nothing wrong with a good stylistic choice. One-time escape. Sorry, when I tried to load up all the pages at once earlier, everything exploded. And my internet went down. So I'm just kind of loading these one at a time. And you can all enjoy my fabulous desktop background. One-time escape. Laughing tree. Escape from a pit of horrible alien rock bugs by carefully using the items in the level and shooting. Quite a lot of shooting. Numbers of the prompted arrow keys. Each item can only be used once. There's also a cute blob thing. Cute blob thing. You've got me there. I'm into that. And it's the old version you've got. I thought I was so good at these. We don't have baked lighting as it takes forever. Absolutely correct. Yeah. I just be aware that if you're not dealing with baked lighting, the intensity is very different in build. It's a bit of a nightmare. Cute Bob thing only in 0.7. Right, we're pausing the stream while I download that. Okay, that's quite busy. One-time escape. Survive enemies, waves enemies until the ship arrives. A handful of items to find. Be careful how you use them. Did only put an hour ago. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I'm starting to feel bad because I'm missing all these extras. Hot water, you know? Oh, little bug creatures. Oh no. I configure enemies. Press 3. Drill trap. Oh yeah. I'm just playing whatever I downloaded. There is no deliberate choice between polished and unpolished. Where I saw a polished version, I downloaded it. Game over! Okay. This is nice. I love the concept. Hate the tiny bugs. I'm fully on board with the dude whose plan was to shoot everything. Yeah, that's exactly it. So I downloaded them all at about 4 o'clock yesterday. So anything that was uploaded after that, I'm afraid I have missed. The problem is the only internet I can get in this place right now is 4G mobile internet. So I have to. That's why I wasn't WebGLing everything. Floor wall. I have a plan. It might not be a good plan, but I have one. I want to see if they've preempted my plan. Is that a bunch of bugs pushing around a gun turret? Because I object to that. I can give you a definite count in a second. That drill trap should be closer. Ooh, I love a good soft lock. Oh, now they're glitching through. That's a problem. Now, there's a problem with the strat. Yeah, I noticed. So that was one-time escape. I have downloaded 25 games. Yeah, I got 25 games on the list here, which is quite chunky. So that was one-time escape. Or actually, there might be a few more. Yeah, I think I lost. Do you know what? I'm all about those cheeky exploits. So that was one-time escape. Yeah, loving. So one thing I've noticed in participating through a few game jams in my time is you'll find that there's a predominant theme. Gimmers, there will be several streams. I'm going to stream until I either run out of games or 10 o'clock, whichever comes first. Yeah, and then there will be more streams. They will stream every game because they do. But yeah, so one thing I've noticed playing through games is definitely that you get a theme, which is not actually a bad thing. It's you'll find lots of people do the same thing, and that is in no way a bad thing, because what that actually does is show you how much people can vary on a single facet of a theme. So single-use items, that's something that we're going to see a lot of in this jam. What I haven't seen is someone do single-use items the same way twice, and that's why I really love game jams with themes. I think themes are essential. In fact, the worst game jam I ever didn't have a theme. It was just, here's 2 weeks, make a game, show us what you can do. And it was really disconnected. So the theme is always the most important part and most exciting part of a game jam, and it's what I love. So we're going to go to One Vision, inspired by a change in my own vision after a recent accident. One Vision is a game where a player vision has a one-time use. Within each level, the player must navigate using their other senses, along with their brief period of vision, in order to reach the end and collect the optional collectible. That is really interesting. That's really interesting. 1%. If you are in chat, first, sorry you've been through a situation that's really made you consider like that, but it's I'm always in favor of themes of games that come up with a message and will, yeah, that's really interesting. Anything, jump, use vision power, reset level. Must reach this point. Okay. Really interesting. Okay, so So I do have a... So it lets me know which wall I'm walking into. Right, I'm exactly where I thought it was. Really interesting. This is really nice. This is, weirdly, this is very similar to something that I tried to do in my first game jam. Cool. So my first game jam was one of the... oh, I might mess that up, actually. It was, I believe, Global Game Jam. And we made a game about a submarine. And we tried to do this with sonar, and it went really badly. So it's nice to see someone implement it properly. Okay. Are we going to go for it? Yeah, we're going to go for it. There we go. If anything, I would say the fade in and out is a little bit generous. While I'm there, I just kind of want to edge forward until I fall and go left and jump. I almost had it. Almost had it. Yeah, the timing on the vision thing, I think, is quite generous. Because once you've got it, you can clear whatever the obstacle for the level is quite quickly. You see? So that's really easy. My sight bros. Yeah, this is I'm enjoying this. I think this is a fantastic. I think it's a good theme. I think it's a good message as well. There we go. Level 10. 10 levels already. That's the sign of a nice puzzle game. When you're shocked that you've gone through X amount of levels already. There we go. One vision restarts you 5 collectibles. Thanks, play. Short, sweet, fantastic use of theme. Really cleverly done. Love and hate that it had a message. Like, if the dev is in here, I'm sorry you've had to deal with sight issues. That's tough. That's a really hard thing to go through. But the fact that you've channeled that into a game and into something that other people can enjoy with a message, absolutely fantastic. Really, really, really enjoyed that one on a number of levels. Like, really enjoyed that one. Right, I have a game called One Time Use. In fact, I think there's only one game called One Time Use. Otherwise, I'm about to show you a completely different page. Your government has just outlawed all non-degradable plastic. Your job is to go into stores and report all the plastic you find. Yeah. Yeah. No single-use plastics into it. I've not found else in Magic Cauldron Gang. Yeah, you will be surprised. It sounds like my friend Jelly would have been part of Magic Cauldron Gang. Main menu, confirm, navigate. There we go. Oh. Okay, I feel like I've... How many one-time use games? One shot, one kill, out of bounds. Because this doesn't feel like the game that I just showed you the page for. Only one life. One-time use 2011 game jam. Okay, so probably this one. Okay, so let's redact the last 2 minutes. State of one-time use. The player explores temples. No, that seems a little bit more like it. That it's guarded by a number of... If the temperatures come to the trap and respawn, the traps will only trigger once, and the player can use the results of said trap to overcome an obstacle. So the player respawns, but traps only trigger once? That's interesting. Give me the golden idol. Not this time, Richard. Gemma! For those of you that don't know, Gemma was one of my fantastic Game Jam partners for the Games Job Live Game Jam we did. and a very good personal friend. Giant squishy plate. This is a good concept. I'm waiting for the... This will kill me now, won't it? Example. Ooh. Ooh. Please don't skewer me. Ah! Oh, I almost did them. There we go. Clever. Oh, nice. I really like this. This is one of the more interesting uses of theme I've seen so far. Henry Northway. Henry Northway, fair play to you. Absolutely wonderful little game. Short and sweet. Can't complain at that. One-time use. Only one life. I wonder what the spin on this one's going to be. One life, one life. Where are you at the top of my list? There we go. Ooh. Player ready? You're in a stormy situation, an asteroid minefield. Shoot and invade yourself to your highest score as you maneuver your space shuttle. But what if the biggest minefield comes from your phone notifications? Your main character is playing this smartphone minigame, and you and your PC sit back and relax and shoot your way through. Make to avoid as many problems as you can. Move, shoot, close notifications. Cool. That's okay. Okay, now that's interesting. Let's see where we go with this. Emulating a smartphone game. Oh, look at the hands. Ah! Stop it. Oh no, this one. This is heartbreaking. Hey, hi sister. Are you on your way? Yeah, totally. I'm playing a game on the bus right now. I can't. Oh no, no. Wait. Something terrible's gonna happen, isn't it? I'm gonna vicariously live through this guy. Have you got the roses? Yes. Go away, wife. I'm saving the world. Oh no. I knew you'd forgotten. Oh no. No. No, wife, don't. Dude, we're waiting for the sunflowers. No. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I think I've just realized. I hope I'm not right. Only one life. You're late. Again. Prick. Hurry. Aw. Why is everyone being mean? I'm just trying to play asteroids. I got 2,000 points. Surely they'll understand. Thank you and a goodbye. Oh no, someone's dead and I'm playing goddamn phone games. My wife's mad. You're a disgrace. Fuck you, Joe. We're not waiting. Oh. Okay, so just the one life wasn't my spaceship. I love the aggressively targeted ads. Give me a call when you can. No thanks, Greg. I'm busy. TH Rosie. Who's TH Rosie? Sister has posted stories you should watch, prick. Ah! You're ruining my high score, family. Mother. Oh no. Oh no. I've got dread. Welcome to France. I have fear. I have genuine fear over what is happening. You okay? I mean, brother-in-law, go away! Ruining my high score. I have such fear over what the message is going to be. Just very upset with you. I think we need to talk this through. Alright, I finally got my score back after Greg got me killed. Oh, like, I hope the payoff's good. Okay. Oh, all my score. Okay. I'm cheating on my wife with a French girl. No! Mother's birthday. Okay, so I've missed Mother's birthday. Oh, no! Don't come and see me. Text in a French accent, oh my god. Wow. Wow. Okay. Absolutely fantastic. Now this is how you twist a game jam concept. Oh my god. That was top notch. That was brilliant. That was fantastic. Anyone who made that should be very proud of themselves. That is the kind of gold you get in a game jam. I spent the whole time afraid of what was going to happen. I thought it was going to be some kind of horror game. But so even then, sort of kind of go through it, and it's like, where are you? Where are the flowers? You know, my wife and my mum and my sister are all mad at me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm late to somebody's funeral, and I'm just playing a game. And then it didn't even do that. It didn't even do the obvious, like, Seppi game dev, phenomenal work. Really, really showing how you can do something incredibly unique with a theme. Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to sit here and sing the praises of that, but I'm not sure everyone needs to play it now they've seen it, but you should go and rate it. But yeah, I was more interested in the notifications than the game. Anyway, moving on. Paperbag Boy. Really, really excellent. Right, let's shift our focus on the next person now. Nobody likes to be overshadowed. It's about whoever is on the screen right now. Mom, Paperbag Boy. This is a side-scrolling shoot the Paperbag Boy, killing plastic bags of the world as they harm the environment. Omar Zapata, Ariane Sharma. Okay, cool. And Thanos. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Paperbag Boy. Boom. Sound on. Controls. WSD. Crouch or glide. Shoot left. Cool. What I thought they were, but it never hurts to check, does it? Paperbag Boy. Ah. Paperbag was a troubled man. All the plastic bags bullied him and no one wanted to keep their groceries in him. Until one day he saw the red doors to his salvation. And now the Tommy gun to support him, he is ready to save the environment. Do you know what? I am into saving the environment with a Tommy gun. Look at that animation. Look at that little jump frame. Oh, the little paper bag glide. That's cute. I did fall through the level though. Let's go back through that real quick. Game jams are stressful. You are right, they are. I think we're supposed to go to the right. Oh, I think I need to... I live for that lost paper. Yeah, paperback expression is top notch. I think I technically have to wait for the end of the cutscene. That already really broke the game a second ago. I'm going to give it a full restart because one thing that we don't consider in game jams is multiple playthroughs. If you tell me you don't have bugs in your code at a game jam, I'm going to call you a liar. And we don't judge people for them. That's something we definitely don't do. Paperbag Boy was a troubled man. There we go. Knock with G. Oh. Yeah. The law. So, did this game jam have polishing time? Because if this game jam had time for polish, I need a word with Colin because ours didn't. And it's nice to see improvements made to the process. Or as we game developers call it, iteration. Oh, it was only a short one. Oh, I missed the end. If you contaminate, I'll kill you. And now there's a message we can take away from this. So, as much as the last one, and I think this is a great time to this is a really great time to bring it up. Actually, you're allowed to make policies during the voting period. That's fantastic. We had to beg and plead because 2 hours after we handed it in, we found a game-breaking bug, and we got a little bit of special dispensation to upload a spare version of the game. So I love that that's happening now. Credit to Colin and Gianmarco for being flexible. That's super important, and I imagine it's super appreciated. So yeah. So whereas the last game, Just One Life, was very impactful and interesting, we can't move away from the fact that not all games have to be like that to be special. This is a very good feeling, very competent, beautifully animated, very simple game, and that is just as good as the last one. And that's why I volunteered to jump on this, because I think all games are worthy of celebrating. I really do. Anything that you put your time in, anything that you put your time into like that, anything that you put your heart into deserves to be played and deserves to be appreciated. And that's why everything gets played on stream, because it's important that it's important. It's important that as developers we get... What's the composer on the Notifications game? Oh, Recycle Dungeon. In Recycle Dungeon, we fight waves of bad guys. Grab items from the floor to use as weapons. Each item can only be used once before it breaks. That broken breaks down into another new item. Mouse-only gameplay. You have my attention. Recycle Dungeon. Can we full screen you? Yeah, we can. I said, can we full screen you? Archer Boy. Oh, multiple character classes. Oh! I'm sorry, I don't. The graphics test has been coded, so it's been cut for now. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so how do I attack? Okay, the number goes up when that's there. Sorry, do we have the developer for this in here? Because I don't want to just. Oh, that clicked into the bag. I don't want to do nothing about this. Yeah, I love the concept. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere with this, sadly. Is it UI size dependent? Which isn't out of the realms of possibility for Unity. Unity UI is a nightmare. Okay. Well, do you know what? That doesn't mean we can't talk about what we like. I love the little sprites. And the music's very fitting. This is a real shame, because I thought this was a concept I was very interested in. Updated 3 days ago. Okay. That's a real shame. Okay, HP bar set, item bag, equip. No, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm really sorry. I don't like skipping over games, but I'm really sorry. I wanted to bring up the page for this, and I forgot to get it ready because I was too busy. I believe this is Seek the Sun. Turn the music down a tad. That should have been covered. Sorry.
I'll just lean in really close and sexy to my microphone. Is that better?
Sorry, I'm getting comfortable now, and that's a problem. Like it's just turning into one of my Twitch streams now. So, Seek the Sun, a comet in love. This comet is really in love with the sun, and while it's putting in danger all the ecosystem and our planet, not the dinosaurs. That was nice. I'm in. Okay. Ah. I am a tiny comet person. Okay, so we got like a proper little endless runner thing going on. We can go all the way round. That's nice. This the green thing stuff that I should be walking into. Okay, so it's an endless runner. Have I missed a go faster button? Because immediately that's what I want to do. I'm going to give that a quick restart because I think I started running into a wall. Oh, that's about the speed of it. Okay. I'd be happier faster. I think faster would be really nice. Can I jump on those? Oh, I got some speed for a second there. Or did I die? Okay. If that was supposed to happen. Look at that little run sprite, though. That's adorable. Let's see if we can sink into the top of one of those green boxes again. It's important to note exactly how much audio does for a game, really. Just kind of enjoy what it has. Great. That's always good to know. Although I did find a way to slowly walk through that. I love the walk animation. So there is a note on the itch that they are continuing to developing it, which is really nice. Sorry, I thought I'd mute you from the sneeze there for a second. I hope that worked. Nice. I think it needs to be faster, personally, but that's just me, I think. Right. Love that. Look how physicsy it is. Quite interesting getting physics working on 6 sides, though. That's nice. Okay. 6. 6-sided solids. Polish 1, Polish 2, Polish 3. Okay, cool. Puzzle game where you can only use each thing once, including the functions if they have any. My quest for 0 physics and 0 collisions continues. Pure maths, baby. Procedural soundtrack will never be the same twice. It just remixes itself forever. Level editor. Soul Selector. I recognize that name from My Game Jam. You have a history of reaching very far with your games, so I'm really excited to see this one. The Soul Selector. What was your game in the Summer Jam? Do you know what? I shouldn't talk about that now. We should talk about this one. Procedural stuff for a game jam. Gatherers, I thought it was. Did you ever finish that? Because I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, again, now isn't the time to talk about that. Soul Selector has a huge love of procedural content, so I'm really excited to see this. Arrow walk. Start and end use. Rotate camera. It's moved on a long way. Glad to hear it's still coming. Okay. Do we have controls? Arrows movement, AD camera, space, action, start, end, etc. Okay. It reminds me immediately. I'm just going to do a quick Google, make sure it's the right game. It is. Did you ever play Karushi? It was also called Intelligent Cube in, I believe, Europe. Old PlayStation 1 game that is pretty much this in the best possible way. Love the soundtrack. That's very chill. Okay. Okay. Space and use. Ah! Oh! Nice. Nice. Cubes. I feel like I'm not going to be able to give this as much time as it deserves. because I imagine it's quite deep. Very neat. Incredibly polished. Incredibly well polished. $10. Is that I should play it for 10 minutes, or it took you 10 minutes? Because one of those I don't believe. Your friends A and D, you want to tell me to rotate the map. This is beautiful. Pretty much what I expected. And I don't mean that in anything other than the best way. If we rotate that, we can see. There we go. That's how long a full run is. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if it's deliberate, but it's a very. Yeah, there's a game called IQ or Karushi on the original PlayStation that is so. It has to be an inspiration for this game. Oops, wrong button. Like, I feel like it has to be an inspiration for this game. Okay. Okay. Oh. I'm not sure. Okay. Worth a look. That was I haven't played it for a long time, but that was a very interesting game. Just trying to figure out how we activate objects, left mouse. Stop pressing number 1. Okay, that's infuriatingly clever. Okay, and then we end that there. Very cool. I actually want to rotate this so the camera's going the right way, because that was... I was doing it backwards. It's really hard to do commentary on this game because the music just makes it so chill. That's clever. That's clever, and I love it. Okay. They can like instant kill me, aren't they? Yeah. I was going to ask, are we getting other blocks? I can see them at the top of the screen. That's all right. I imagine I'll give this another couple of minutes. Thanks for the tips, Gary. So it's worth noting straight away, I'm not a judge on the game jam. I'm just here to show them off. That's what I do. I'm here to show them off. And if I can give out advice, you can ignore it. It's almost not even advice, it's opinions. But I do have a bit of a games design background. So I will, yes, very clever. All I really need to do is... Okay. Very smart. Smarter than I am. I'm all ears. I don't think you need any additional help. Like, man, this is... I get it. I get the level. Nicely done. Yeah, really, I don't think I have any constructive criticism for this. The only thing I would say is I think Q, for some reason I keep pressing Q, which is kind of a pain to reset the level. I also just caught myself camera looping into infinity. Yeah, I've managed to just loop the camera into infinity, which is going to make the level interesting. Oh, there we go. I think a little bit more feedback on the menu buttons, because I see you kind of addressed the fact that the level takes a second to load. This is a cheeky level. This took me a second to get there. You can't fool me. I like puzzle games too much. Camera's fixed on Polish 3. Fair enough. I love hearing that you guys have had a polished stage. That's such a wonderful addition. So, how many levels are there? I don't want to spend all my time on this. Little boost. Okay, what do you do? I mean, I do want to spend all my time on this, but... Okay, I don't think that did anything useful. Okay, I underutilized whatever that was. Yeah, some feedback here that I've pressed play because it does take a second to go. 9 levels. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'd appreciate a hint with that one. There's only 2 levels left to go, so I think we'll go the distance. Bring when you're ready to cross. Okay. Close. Okay. So I'm going to drop the green in the lava. Right. Okay. I think I understand the concept. Side boost. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I've gone back a level. You know what? I think that's my celestial cue to quit that one. Very, very impressive. Actually, staggeringly impressive. I could have quite happily sat and played that one for a while. I will probably go back and fit. There's a couple that I want to go back and give more of a go on. Honestly, I really do. Spellslinger. Where are you? Where are on my list? The problem is because I downloaded them and then sorted them alphabetically, which means any semblance of being able to find these things is so. No worries, Soul Selector, your work is always incredible. I would be surprised if you aren't already employed. Sorry, something in my brain just went because we're looking for graphics engineers, graphics programmers. So that sounds like you. And do you know what? I'm gonna just give me 1 second while I tap out a message. I just had to ask something. The crunch broke you. The crunch broke you last time, Soul Selector. Stop crunching. Crunching is bad. Spellslinger. Sure, cool. Okay, Spellslinger. Still playing the box in the post week stands as a pre-alpha prototype. Ambitious, I like it. Make films about craftspeople. Stronger. Gamecom said that you and your spells enemies all have one use. You have basic spell left, ultimate right, and utility space. And you get to cast one of those 3, and then get fed new abilities. Okay. That was fixed in further builds. What version do I have? Spellslinger. Build 4. I have build 4, and that's the latest one on your website. That's the latest one, according to this. I hope it's right, because I think my internet would cry if I went to download another one. Yeah, crunch is evil. Crunch is an awful thing, and as a producer, it's part of my job to make sure that doesn't happen, and I take that responsibility very seriously. Both you and your enemies have 1 hit point. All spells are 1 use only. Try and survive. Begin. Oh, I get 3 completely new abilities. My little walking animation. Love the music. Love the top down. Personally, I might have, especially because the characters are obviously models. Oh, I made a black hole. I made a black hole. Yeah, I might have been tempted to go for a slightly more isometric angle, but that's just me. Okay, so I don't take damage from my own spells, including this black hole. So, with the fact that I have normal spell, medium spell, and then full, like, ultimate spell, what's to stop me just ultimate spelling the whole time? Which I believe you said is that the ultimate? Is that space? Beautiful effects. I like that one. I really like that one. Ah, eat my black hole! Oh. I would like the enemy projectiles to be more visible. There's a lot of effort gone into these, and they're very visible where they're going. I would appreciate the same thing in the enemy projectiles, because those little red squares are quite difficult to see. That's my instant feedback if you are building. If you are improving this, my instant feedback is I would definitely put as much love into the enemy projectiles as you have there. Also, that turned into a bullet hell very quickly. Yeah, ultimates on map items make sense. The concept's very strong, though. I love that. Like, some of these effects are absolutely beautiful. These effects are stunning. Explore the level a little bit. Yeah, I would tilt the camera a little bit. I'd make it a little bit more, even if just a little bit. I think a little bit of camera tilt would add a lot of character to the game. Genuinely, I think a little camera tilt would add a lot of character. And a little bit of attention to the UI. There's not many things, and I'm only giving criticism like this because I did notice that you intend to keep going. So like, don't worry, I'm not being unnecessarily harsh. But moving forwards, yeah, effects are really nice. Like that, I think that one is. I think that one's really clever. I think that's really beautiful. But yeah, a bit of, the same kind of love to the enemy projectiles would improve readability a lot, and maybe a slight change in camera angle, and a little bit of UI love. And honestly, you would have a really enjoyable, really good fun game that you could happily put out there as a portfolio piece. Yeah, I have no constructive criticism for this that isn't extremely minor. Obviously some audio, but you know. Also for a week, it's incredibly impressive. So, congratulations. I'm gonna give it one more go. Make sure I've seen everything because I haven't been pressing space. These are my utility spells, which don't seem to be damaging. So they're kind of wind-based. Ah, that is spectacular. I love that one. Oh, I had a lightning bolt then. I got excited to use it. I want a lightning bolt. Give me the lightning bolt again. I like the ice number. There we go. I want to shoot someone with a lightning bolt. That's my goal. Come on, evil. Oh. It doesn't do anything unless you can hit someone. Maybe it just doesn't do anything. Okay. Really nice. Good fun, actually. The really quick respawn time gives it a very Moorish quality. Never underestimate how important it is to get your people replaying your game as quickly as possible. That's really important. Think about your start to finish time. You know, how many clicks is it from your menu to start the game? When the player dies, how many clicks is it to get them back in and playing the game? And things like that get really important as you progress through the development cycle. And you really want to keep usability very high, especially if it's a game with a very short replay time. A game with a really short replay loop and a long menu to get back to it is a failure. It will just fail. So really, really nice that I could just get back into it in a click. Sprogger, which is definitely not Space Frogger. Sprogger is cast into space by a commercial space rocket fleeing Earth. The frog must hop through an obstacle course of space debris. Each platform can only withstand one jump. So we're into the one platform thing again, but oh, look at that. That's a nice splash screen. Sprogger. Love his little helmet and the cracked CDs instead of lily pads. Oh god, is it first person? Boy, did not expect that. Oh, I did not expect that. Oh! Okay, yeah, this game got very different very quickly. 10 out of 10. I'm amazing at judging the exact distance to those gaps. Are you kidding? Okay. I don't know what space does or why it was being... Okay, so space is jump as well. Okay. This is nice. Robert. Oh, come on! Oh, come to Games Jobs Live and watch the worst skills in gaming displayed just for you. Oh, I want that one. Ah! Oh, this is going to be one of those games that keeps me up in just rage. It's like first person getting over this. How am I so bad at this so quickly? Okay, let's go full hog or full frog, I suppose. Okay. Okay. Oh, please, 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 please. Ah, yeah. I don't want to reset. I've only just got here.
You're doing just fine.
I am doing just fine, thank you, game. I don't know what's happened, but I'm not happy about that. Why am I now spinning endlessly? Okay, something weird seems to have happened to my physics. There we go. Oh, it's a launch pad that doesn't launch me hard enough. Whoop. This is nice. It's very relaxed. So I want to go up super high. And then go straight through it and fall to my death. Perfect. Everything according to the plan. And one more. Okay. Look where you want to jump. Please count as a checkpoint. Yeah. Really? Really? Did I really miss that as a... Oh. I was so fixated on looking down the holes that's why I kept falling down them. Yeah, nice. I love the music. It gives it a wonderfully surreal quality. Ooh, I'm playing a bit fast and loose now, honestly. Thought I'd found my way out of the Death Collider then. Robert. I have inverted the jump, and I must go. My planet needs me. I win. Oh, I love it. My people need me. Remember, kids, I must go now. Wonderful. Wonderful game. And this is what I mean. This is the real benefit of doing a game jam. Nobody does the same thing. Platforms you can only jump on once? Yeah, of course. There's going to be a dozen games like that. A first-person game playing as a space frog jumping through trash in space? No one else. Yeah, perfect. This is why game jams exist. This is why game jams exist, and this is why we love them. Do-do-do. Ascend. Trash Game. Trash Game is an underwater survival game. You play as a one-time use plastic bag trying to survive in an ocean full of sea critters. Procedurally generated endless terrain, 5 different enemies, 5 items with different power-ups. Okay. Okay. Come on, Trash Game. Yeah, each pad only has 1 jump. Yeah, that was that was chill. For a game that was so stressful and really got those getting over it with Bennett Foddy vibes, was actually very chill. And I appreciate that. Hello there, disposable plastic bag. No such thing as disposable plastic bag. Welcome to the ocean. I must warn you, be careful of the sea creatures here, as many of them will attack you, especially the shark. You can pick up dead trash from the ocean to use them in different ways to protect yourself. Use WAS to move, left click to use an item, and numbers 1 to 5 select a hotbar. Okay, so I've kind of got free movement. A straw. Deals 50 melee damage. Am I expected to stab a shark with a straw? A penguin. Not happy about this. I don't want to fight enemies with... use plaster. Still, huge credit for things like procedurally generated terrain in a game jam game. Aw, little clownfish. Look at him. He's a cutie. Shark. Do you know what? I appreciate that you didn't make the bandage as gross as you could have. Turtle. Turtles are especially vulnerable to plastic straws. Oh, that just makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad because rubbish is hurting animals. Good game messages. Shark is nearby. Look at a little dinky shark. I must find something to damage him with. Ah. The straw, my greatest weapon. You want to go? You want to go? Ah, yeah! Is that the world's smallest killer whale? Hello, tiny killer whale. Yeah! Just... What are you? 4. Candy wrapper increases speed. Whee! Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That's a huge environment. I love the message. I am immortal, and you can eat my straw. I actually just kind of want to pet his face. Who's a good fella? Ah, okay. There was a new version uploaded 2 hours ago, so please don't play this version. I love the concept. It's a bit sparse, but the concept is very well actualized, which is always good to see. Ooh, a fork. I'm determined to kill this shark before we move on. Okay, we're spawning more stuff. That turtle really wants to eat me. That clownfish really doesn't care. Hello. You're a little cutie. Yeah, the sea life's fantastic. It's a shame I'm immortal, but also perhaps that's a deeper message as to how the plastic in our waters will never truly go away. Oh, my last power up. 5. Blocks a creature's movement. Oh, I hate that I'm playing as the bad guy. The bad bag. I am the bad bag. Deep, bro. Deep as the ocean. Just as full of made-up rubbish. Oh, a fork and a straw. This shark's not going to know what hit it because it doesn't have the concept of plastic forks. The music is adorably simple. Oh, we're going to finish it off in melee like a gladiator. Or not. Sometimes the weapons don't seem to fire. Oh, I was actually taking damage that time. That's not good for me. The game has stopped being nice to me now and has decided that finally I can be eaten. I just want to find one more fork and finish off that shark. Are you going to play the games we missed today? I believe there are more streams for the rest of the week. We would have to get confirmation from Colin on that one. Sadly, this is the only day that I'm capable of doing it because I am absolutely stacked out at work and cleared an evening specifically because I missed Colin and John Marco and their beautiful faces and all the great work they did. So I cleared an evening especially for this. So unfortunately, I won't be on the other evenings, but people of equal... Oh, to be killed by trash. If only people recycled and avoided single-use plastics. That was what I wanted to see. I wanted to feel bad for killing that shark. Great work. Yeah, there will be people of an equal or greater caliber than me playing every game that there is to play. So don't worry if I don't get to your games. We were going through them all. It is. They stress quite a lot about making sure that all the games get played. So please do not worry that your game will not get played because we will. Wizard Ball. So I've got Wizard Ball, which is interesting. Where's the Wizard Ball page? Yeah, I just want to keep stressing that it's very important. It's very important to Colin and Gianmarco that everyone's games get played on stream. So there are several streams, but also it's very cool that yeah, they do really great. And you know, feel free to send them messages saying how much it's appreciated. And it's really appreciated that people come in and play, especially, you know, the people whose games aren't getting played or the people who stay after their game has been played, because seeing your stuff played is such a huge part of the stream. But having other people be able to see it and comment on it is kind of the big deal of it all, isn't it? That's really what we're here for. Like, obviously, everyone is here because they want to see their game played. Obviously, they want to hear what people have to say. You want to hear what people have to say about the stuff you do. So everybody who hangs around before or after that, like, credit to you, because you are enhancing other people's experience, and that's a huge part about what the games thing is. When I participated in the Games of Life thing back in summer, or was it the spring one? I think it was the spring one. The sense of community was fantastic. I've met some really, really fantastic people. And yeah, just good times, and like, kudos to everyone for supporting each other. But now we're going to play Wizard Ball. Sprout has trained for 10 years to take on the biggest stars in Wizard Ball. Now it's time to see what it takes to become champions and Black lay some old ghosts to rest. Hey, Sprout. Oh, Soul Selector. Hey, Sprout. Mom and Dad were looking for you. You're missing the Wizard Ball match. Listen, I know you're mad I'm leaving, but I'll be back real soon, okay? Keep practicing your spells, Sprout. Tragic off-screen death. I'm implying. Knock the ball into the rival's goal to score. Your golems will help you best you can. Use fireballs with space. Aim with up and down. Hit enter to activate your one-time use defensive spell. Okay, first to 3 wins. Your opponent is Druid Myra. Ooh, I can't full screen it. Oh, yes! I don't know what's happening, but I love it. Get wrecked, Tiny Tree Man. Oh, I get a different spell. Rival spell incoming. No. Oh, it's like Rocket League. Oh! Oh! Yes! Out of bounds! Rival spell incoming. What we got? What we got? Tiny Tree Men! Hate those guys. We just kicked the blue guy out of the match. This is brutal. Wizard Ball rocks. New favorite sport? Oh, come on. How was that not my goal? Oh, it went over the goal. Okay. Yeah, 2-1. Winner! Yeah! You won your first match. You gave him the spells Bees, Tree, Spider, and Satyrs. Only one more match to reach the final. Okay, I didn't know what to expect. So you're the new contender. So just for the record, everyone in every game I ever play sounds like a grizzled 90s action hero. So you're the new contender. How'd a kid who spawned ladders get this far? Not much of a talker, are you? I'm just joking around, kid. Don't look so serious. You should be more like the masked mage, a champion who knows how to live in the moment, who absolutely isn't my missing dad or whatever. Time to face Ice Rich Guthrie in round 2. Watch out for new spells. Hit enter when ready. Good luck, Sprout. Oh, Wizard Ball. Wizard Ball is great. I cast the magic spell Tree. Hell yeah! Look at that! There's a tree in the way. Oh, not cool. Before it's actually the mother. No, my tree! No! Go away. Go away. Wait, cheeky. And then we just sneaky fireball it in from the air. Cool. And out of bounds. Knight! Go, my erstwhile champione! Go! Red! Ah! I would like to double my team size, please. Oh, the tension is real. It's like if Rocket League wasn't bad. You guys have played. This is fantastic. So simple. It's just physics-based nonsense. Oh, I hate the spider. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. Oh, we're never using the spider again. I would rather lose the game than see that horrible scuttly beast. Go on! Go on! No! Don't you dare, you little red. Don't you... Ooh! Oh my god, yes. This has legs. This has legs. If the developer is in chat, you have to continue playing with this, because this is wonderful. This is so silly. Go on, go on, go on. Go on, in with the drop shot. You know, spawn ladder? What's a ladder gonna do? Okay, the ladder was amazing. Just spawn some bees. Bees! Not the bees! Go on, go on! Go on, bees! Freeze! Oh! Wizard Ball champion. You won your second match. You gain spells Blast and Yeti. One more match will decide the championship, but this time you must face the Masked Mage. This is so good. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, let's bring this up. So everyone is agreeing that this game is fantastic. This is entertaining. I really like it. You would not know that this game was this good by this page. And I know that's going to come across as unusually harsh for how cheery I am, but this game does not. This page does not say that this game is this good, and that is why your itch page can be really important. That's why your itch page can be really important. I'm going to be actually super cheeky, and we're going to do that in a second. I'm the mask, and the mask is me. Nothing else matters. Okay. Watch out for his powerful spells. Hit enter when ready. Rival spell incoming. Is that not the rival spell? What? Have Blast. Ah, I ruined it for myself. Oh, it's Spider. We're not casting Spider. We're not. That's not how we roll. Hey, if you could not do that. Okay, missed the goal. I like that you can bounce it over the goal. That's... The amount of things you can actually bounce off is fantastic. Time for my most powerful special ability. Tree! Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, that would have been pure gold. Ghosts OP, please nerf. Oh! Oh! Ah! Yes! 1-0. Eat that, Masked Mage. I'm going to summon my special friends, the bees. I love that there's almost nothing that I can do to influence this game. It's just chaos. Okay, own goal. Thanks, lads. Wait. I'm starting to lose track of which team I act. Oh no. Giant Yeti! It defeated. Defeated in the final! That was amazing. That was fantastic. You should play Wizard Ball and ignore the itch page. So it's actually a really good point because I'm a little bit ahead of schedule and I've only got so many games downloaded. So here's a really good point. So I've got a couple of example itch pages and they're both mine, right? And it's really worth. See your Soul Selector. It's really worth pointing out. So for our university project, we were expected to have an itch.io page that was judged. So you can go really, really hard on your itch page with relatively little effort. You know, this was a really highly rated project that I'm really proud of. But at the same time, here's our page from last time. Very little bit of effort, and you can do things like animated backgrounds. You can get all the colors up, and we didn't spend a huge amount of time on these things, and it can really genuinely make a huge difference for your game. And I know that during a game jam, it can be really weird, and it can feel really weird to be spending time on something that isn't your game. But making your game attractive and making people want to click on your game is a huge part of making a game. Because there's nothing worse than making a game that no one knows exists. I hope that's helpful and wasn't just me rubbing it in people's faces. It's intended helpfully. Wizard's Tower. Wizard's Tower. Wizard's Tower. Where are you? I've lost Wizard's Tower. Wizard's Tower. There we go. Found it. Cool. So that one's not loading up. So this is the last one I actually have downloaded, sadly. Because I didn't take a break. I've enjoyed this so much that I've just plowed straight on for 2.5 hours. You can tell it's Unreal Engine straight away because the lighting needs to be rebuilt, and that's always a bit of a joke. Would love to hear more advice. Absolutely. Do you know what? And let's do that. So this is the game I've got downloaded. This is the last game I've got downloaded. If you have any questions that you want answered or any advice that you want, please put them in the chat and I'll get to them in a minute. Let's go through it. Let's talk about things because that's what I do on my Twitch channel. We talk about things. And I'm sure Colin isn't going to mind me spending a little bit of time answering genuine questions. Let's have a look. How are babies made? So what you do is you go onto AliExpress and you wait 8 months. So we have a key. A key that sounds like a water droplet. Look at this little light particles. That's cute. I like that. But no, I'm sort of 4 years worth of games designer. Currently, I'm a baby in the industry, but I'm still there. There's still a level of I don't know what I'm doing. Is it this? Am I pressing the wrong button? Have I broken everything? All of these are entirely likely. Have you ever worked on audio-only games or advice for people that want to try them out? By audio-only, do you mean games that are... I mean, it sounds like a stupid thing to have to clarify, but are we talking a game which is purely played through audio? Okay, so that was E. So I'm assuming the rest of the interaction should be E as well. Yeah, this is the bugged one. Maybe it might just destroy my internet. Maybe I can try and re-download it. How big is it? 162 meg. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to download that and continue to talk to you. People play the polished version. I'm not going to mark this as played on my... Yeah, unfortunately, I'm on 4G internet, so downloading that will probably drop the stream, which is really sad. So I guess maybe we will... do it, wrong one. Guess maybe we can... I forgot I'm not full screen. That is an utterly pointless endeavor. Sadly, I can't download any games while on stream because it just tanks it and then I'll disconnect and then Colin's left with all kinds of trouble. So let's have a look at some questions. I think that's probably a fair move. Thank you for the full screen there. That's quite helpful. That probably means we can make this look nice then, as opposed to just my terrible living room. And my very obvious missing tooth, which I'm so self-conscious about it. But I don't know if you've ever tried finding a dentist in the middle of a pandemic. They just don't want to see it. So it was that one. Great. Let's talk for a second. So there was a question talking about the audio, an audio only game. So weirdly, there are yeah, there's a lot of beard involved. So weirdly, I have encountered things like I know Alexa and I know Google both have games which are really interesting ways of approaching things. So kind of a narrated choose your own adventure. Besides that, I think I would struggle to see anything. I would struggle to find a game that worked completely non-graphically. But like a narrative choose your own adventure is always is good fun, challenging to write, and would be interesting to do. I have last game jam. So the last game jam I was in, the last Game Shows Live Game Jam I was in, there was a submission where you played as a deep sea diver in the pitch black and had to listen if something was coming from the left or right to dodge. That was interesting, but it was quite difficult to play because the audio mixing is so important. Nightjar and Papa Sangra were good audio-only games on mobile. Thanks. I'm assuming Colin, but Colin Gianmarco, thanks for the contribution. That's really interesting. There are a few games that experiment with partial vision, echolocation, things like that, mostly horror games. So they're worth looking at, but I wouldn't say they're audio only, but they do severely limit the visual side of things, which is interesting. After focusing on game design, how did you transition to production? I transitioned to production because it turns out a lot of what I was doing for game design was production work. I'm naturally quite an organized person. I'm naturally so I've got quite a lot of job history behind me. I did university as a mature student. I had quite a lot of business management experience and things like that. So that, coupled with a knowledge of games, worked really well. I do not think that I had a regular path into industry, so it's probably not worth mimicking. But producers... so for production, people want to see things like good working knowledge of Jira, excellent time management skills, excellent people skills. In fact, the most important skills getting into the industry, unless you're in a really, really hardcore coding thing, and even then it's very important, are things like communication, approachability, general people skills. Because there's a lot of people out there looking for jobs, and if you are a difficult person to work with, there'll be someone out there with your skills that isn't. So being a good team player, you can always learn your job. I got taken on as a producer with no production experience because my people skills and my business background were good. And my knowledge of design is a bonus, but doesn't really factor into my job at the minute. But people skills, the ability to work as a team, good communication. It sounds like such a daft thing to be promoting above anything else, but really, genuinely, it's so most interviews, you'll go through a lot of interviews, and there'll be a technical interview where they talk about the actual job, and then there'll be an interview where they just see if you're a good fit. Like, are we going to get on with this person in the studio 40 hours a week? So that's a really important thing. It's a really, really important thing that I think everyone talks about, but no one talks about it enough, if that makes sense. It's actually a small but growing amount driven by the blind gaming community. That's fantastic. There's a detective mystery solving game called Unheard that relies on listening to conversations. That sounds really interesting. Was there another? Were there more questions? Which genres would you recommend to explore, and seeing that some indie genres like Puzzler got not the biggest player base? Which genres are to avoid? Oh, this is my favorite question. Okay, so one, don't avoid any genres. Never avoid a genre. If you are looking for a corner to market your game, If you're looking for like an underexploited part of the market to market a game, that's very different. If you are looking for games to play, okay, so the first way I want to address that question is games to play as a developer. Everything. Play games that you hate. So there are a number of developers, and I forget his name. So you'll have to excuse me 1 second while I search it, because it's not a name I want to get wrong. I thought it was. Masahiro Sakurai, the absolute, the guy that designed Smash Brothers, Sakurai, right? I don't like Smash Brothers. I've never got on with it. It's never been a game that's appealed to me, right? I have played it. I've played it more than I want to. When I was just getting into game design, I read an amazing interview with him, which went, "Why do you make such good game design decisions?" And his answer was that he has spent thousands of hours playing thousands of bad games. Okay? And that's important. Play bad games. Play games that you don't think you'll enjoy. And this is why things get interesting. And I kind of mentioned just at the start when when I was pimping my channel, this one right here. So I kind of mentioned it at the start. So it's really, really important. Play games you don't like. Play games that you're not interested in, because it's work. Okay? And every time you're not enjoying a game, why are you not enjoying this game? What would you change to make this game enjoyable? Okay? Why have they made those decisions? And these are all questions that make you a better designer. You get angry at a game. Why am I angry at the game? What about that just happened felt unfair? Why did it feel unfair? What would I change to make that feel less unfair? And those are all really, really, really good questions. But they're questions that if you are genuinely interested in, specifically design, if you are genuinely interested in those roles, you have to keep asking yourself those questions. Question everything constantly. There's no such thing as a game you shouldn't play. In first year university, I told a whole class of designers, I think there were 70 of us at that point, that they should play Doki Doki Literature Club, a free-to-play anime dating game, right? I mean, we all know what Doki Doki Literature Club is now, but everyone was like, I'm not playing that weeb nonsense. And immediately, I could tell you that they are not good games designers now, because they were immediately judgmental of a game that they'd never even looked at. And that is not how you grow as a designer. I'm not saying spend all your time playing FIFA if you hate football. I am saying play it and see if you enjoy the game for what it is. Is it the theming you don't enjoy? Is that the only reason? Are the mechanics of a football game really good and really tight and really pleasant to play, but you just don't care about football? That's valid. Can you take those mechanics that are really tight and that kind of thing and use them somewhere else? What about a squad-based RTS that handles the same way? Would you enjoy the game if you changed the theming? It's such a huge, 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 huge conversation, and there's no right answer to it except play more games. 10,000 hours in one game will not make you a good games designer. 10 hours in 1,000 games might. Yes, we're getting some Bruce Lee stuff there. Don't, fear the man who has mastered one move 10,000 times. And if it's about marketing the game, make the game you want. Don't try and make a game to fit a market niche, because you're not going to have the passion to see it through. The hardest part of game development is completing it. Everyone is excited at the start. Everyone is super, super, super excited at the beginning, right? And then you get to the middle bit, which is kind of the finishing off, doing the bits you're not excited about, and everyone tails off a little bit. And then you get to the end, the polish, the credits. Does it have a good ending? And then you've got all that, and then you have to market it, and you have to do all the boring stuff, like the 12 pages it takes to upload a game on Steam. Trust me, I know. I have a game on Steam. The ridiculous jumping through hoops that you have to do to get a game uploaded anywhere except itch. The ridiculous amount of things you have to do to get your game visible on itch. And that, when passion stops, it's all discipline. All of it. It is all discipline. Otherwise, and everyone here is going to feel personally attacked, and I feel personally attacked saying it, your projects folder is going to be 100 unfinished, half-fleshed out prototypes that you got bored of. And I guarantee that's everyone in here. It's me as well. Like, I literally have a whole hard drive. Okay? So, like, I'm not attacking anyone except myself. But if you feel attacked, that's fine. But finishing a project, being able to show something that you took from design to completion is what people look for, because it shows discipline and it shows interest in the process. It shows that you've got experience in the whole process, and it shows that you've got the discipline to see it through. And those are incredibly important. Those are things that will look amazing on your CV or your portfolio. The fact that I've got a game on Steam that I took start to finish is a huge point for me. It really is. Like, don't underestimate that. That is something that employers love to see, because, yeah, you will just have to sit there and work at your desk until it is done. You don't just get to work when you're excited. I have 0 real-world experience in games industry. What should I put on my CV, or just keep my build my games roster? Keep building your games roster. Make sure your portfolio is attractive, depending on specifically what you're going at. Only present your best work is always a good shout. But a really good portfolio is what people look for. They're not super into qualifications, which was quite upsetting for me when I sat in the office on my 3rd week of work, and I got my university reviews. I got my university ratings through, and nobody gave a shit, which was hilarious because I just nailed it with a first, along with the comment that it was the best student presentation they'd ever seen, and everyone in my office was like, "Cool, good for you," and that hurts. But I wouldn't have got the job without applying myself as hard as I did to get those grades, if it makes sense. Apply yourself hard and build a good portfolio. People don't care about the paper. They care about seeing what you can do. I have seen interviews come through our company where they look at the portfolio and go, do we want to give these people an interview? And that's it. They will look at your portfolio and go, is this person worth booking into to talk to? Because you'll be talking to people that are, well-paid people, and every interview has a cash value to it. And that's the thing as well. So you have to make sure that what you're presenting is desirable, I suppose. And it doesn't mean it has to fit the same as everyone else's. It just means it needs to be the best work that you have done. I'm actually getting a little bit involved in the recruiting process, which is quite interesting, which is an amazing segue, because Colin has said I can say this, and I will pass him some information so he can put it up in the Discord. The company that I work at right now, and I'm aware that this probably won't apply to many people, but we are looking for technical artists and graphics programmers, right? If you fit either of those, I will put a post up, richard@ballisticmoon.com. Send me an email to your portfolio, a little bit about yourself, and I will get it put in front of someone that can talk to. There is a Ballistic Moon jobs thing, but please mention my name, because it's, if we're not paying agency fees, we do pay a finder's fee. But there's a few jobs up there. They're mostly for experienced roles, but the thing is, if you prove that you can do the job, it doesn't matter what your experience is. We will look at most people. But if you send it straight to me, I can kind of direct it to the right people straight away. But yeah, thank you very much for the link. That's a very well put together. That's a speedily put together link. Right, guy. That's the polar opposite of what I thought you were going to say. But thanks for the great answer. No worries. Happy to help. I should probably start wrapping this up now before I talk everyone's ears off. I just want to say I've really enjoyed all the games I've played tonight. There were some fantastic ones. I think the people judging this are going to have a really hard time. There are as ever a few sort of really outstanding ones in terms of quality. But in terms of content, they've all been really enjoyable to play. I haven't sat there and kind of, do I have to keep playing this? Not once. It's been really, really great. And I'm actually quite disappointed I haven't got the time to go through the rest of them. But I'm gonna wave Colin back in at some point. I'm gonna do the magic sort of.
Oh, yeah, we've lost you. There we go. That's better. As if by I should have waited and found some magic overlay or something.
You know what? You could tell I spend my time streaming on Twitch because it's really hard to shut me up when I get rolling.
Oh, it's been brilliant. No, thank you so much for coming on tonight and playing all those games. I mean, some amazing games. I know there was one or two you didn't get into, but I mean, some just incredible games.
Yeah, I'm going to update that list so we don't miss any as well.
Yeah, the what was it called? Was it Wizard Ball?
Wizard Ball. Oh my god, Wizard Ball was amazing.
I've not, but I've played. You know, the likes of I've forgotten what Soul Selector's game was called. The six-sided.
Yeah, six-sided solids.
Yeah, I played that. Got stuck at the same point you did, but amazing. But Wizard Ball I've not played. I need to play that along with all the others.
Fantastic. I really Nunaway Train there has to be some kind of prize for Nunaway Train. The amount of content in that is ridiculous. And Big Gear. Let's not forget the things that came right at the start. A game where you have to pilot a taxi single-handedly. That was really fun. That was really, really fun.
Yeah, the size of that city. There was
I saw the comment. They spent 4 days making it. So huge credit to that. Huge credit because it means they did the rest of it in 3 days.
True. Yeah, no, amazing games. But yeah, some great comments, some great insights. Thank you.
Only One Life killed me. Only One Life really killed me. That's a problem of a game, and you'd be really proud of yourself for that one.
What I'll do is I will just bring back up your own Twitch channel, just so that people can get more of what if you've stuck around this far, then you presumably like what you're hearing. So feel free to follow Richard on Twitch and get more of that. And hopefully one day we'll get him back. But I'll not make him commit to anything tonight.
Genuinely, these are the kinds of conversations that we have on my channel the whole time. And again, if there's questions here you haven't had answered, pop in. I love talking to people. You can tell I haven't stopped yet.
No, it's been great. We are going to try and play all the games. There are so many this time. I wouldn't be betting my house on getting through every single one this time, but we're going to give it a damn good shot. We'll get through as many as we possibly can. 115
on the sheet. Which is staggering.
Yeah, it's quite a few, isn't it? But we'll try. We'll definitely try. And some great advice from you. I thought the interesting point about making the itch page as attractive as possible, and that's not come up before, but it's a really good point because of all the games that get made, the biggest problem is people not finding out about them, and it's kind of it's a marketing problem. It's an expectation problem, and if you launch a game on Steam and your page isn't appealing, people won't play your game. So it's a really, really good point that it's a skill and just a habit you can get into.
It's funny you say that about Steam. Actually, you can't launch on Steam without a good page. They don't let you. That's what Steam has such a coherent look to it that you actually have to pass through a vetting process. I mean, it's not an ideal betting process. There are some.
You can still do it badly. I just think it's great practice. Just thinking about your what screenshots you're going to use, thinking about your description.
Genuinely, and I'm not. It's probably a bit late to throw something in there. I would genuinely, while you're thinking about judging things, put up a best itch page. It's going to be the best way to make sure people start putting effort in. Just put up a little trophy. best itch page. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you can't even download the game. I like this is, you know what? If I'm looking at this from a marketing point, because genuinely, if I was looking at this, if I was just playing these, I probably wouldn't have downloaded Wizard Ball from the itch page. And that sounds really harsh, but I only have so much time, and there's 115 games on that list, and the chance of me clicking it and going, "Oh, this looks like something I really want to play," it wasn't there. Now it turns out it was probably the most genuine, silly fun I had at the whole game, and that really should drive home that an itch page is like it's your advertisement. It's the first thing people are going to see about your game.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, even on mobile, most games are free, but people are not going to take the time, the 30 seconds to download a free game if they don't like what they see in the store. So I mean, we can't do it for this one because that wouldn't be fair. However,
absolutely. Yeah.
I really, really like that idea for the next time. So we'll need to I'll need to chat with Gianmarco and see if there's any
work out if it's possible. It might not be possible. The logistics for this are already insane, and you guys deserve such a huge round of applause and so much credit for doing it. Like the logistics are just getting bigger every time I see this thing happen.
It's great. It's great fun. It's so good to see. And yeah, I mean, you picked up on it earlier that we've got this polishing week this time because that was requested last time. And it's given us a few headaches because people are like, can I add X, Y, or Z? And you're like, well, you're not supposed to be adding anything, but I mean, technically, if you add a sound effect or something, is that polish? I would normally count that as polish, but technically you're adding something, so it starts. It's more the spirit of it. Does it feel like you're polishing, or are you finishing a game that wasn't properly finished for the original deadline? So we'll keep iterating with stuff like that. So that's great. We're going to let you go. So thank you again for joining us tonight. That's been absolutely brilliant. Gianmarco had to go and sleep and recover because he's doing crazy hours at his daytime job as well as everything for the jam as well. We will be back with more streams. We don't know when at the moment. We're trying to nail everyone down, but we will email out so people will get an email saying when the next streams will be. We are probably still looking for more people to stream though. So if anyone fancies, if anyone has seen what Richard's done tonight and thinks they can do better, then
do it.
Give us a shout. You want to take advantage of any opportunity you can. You will have your work cut out for you, but we're eager to give people a break and get more people streaming so that we can try and get through as many of the games as possible. So
absolutely,
give me a shout on the Discord or reply to one of the emails. And otherwise, we'll be back in touch when we've got the next streams organised. We think it's going to be Tuesday night, but we'll confirm that once we know for sure. So on that note, thank you very much, Richard. And
no worries.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good evening.
Bye.